Hello, today we're going to be talking about page orientation. Inasmuch as our pages are not square, but actually rectangular, then the orientation of the page becomes important. So to begin with, let's go ahead and zoom out so we can actually see how the page is oriented. So I'm going to go to my view menu and I'm going to zoom out to fit the page. Oop, nope, that's going to fit it horizontally. Let's zoom out to about 50%. And as you can see, we have a vertical, or the computer term for this is portrait orientation. Now that doesn't have to be that way. We can actually rotate it 90 degrees. To do this, go to the layout section of the tab, and you can see here there's a button on page orientation. That's not quite the same as text orientation, by the way. You have two choices, portrait and landscape. Portrait is another word for vertical. Landscape is another word for horizontal. So here is landscape. You can see immediately it makes a difference. And of course, the big difference here is when we print it out, how is it going to print on the paper? Now, this is letter size paper that I'm dealing with, but of course, most paper sizes, most standard paper sizes are not perfect square. So whether we're doing letter, which is your most common 8.5 by 11 inches, or legal, you still have to deal with orientation. Once again, portrait or landscape, or you may have somebody talk about vertical versus horizontal. And this is just the same whether you have the online version or whether you have the desktop version. Page orientation, and the words you need to remember are portrait and landscape.